Welcome into Off the Field, presented by Dreamfinders Homes. And this episode, we're literally off the field. We're in the bleachers right next to the practice field here at the Miller Electric Center with Christian Kirk. You guys had a little bit of a mini bye week after that New Orleans game, and it was about as dramatic as it could get. What was it like playing in that?
It was awesome. You know, anytime you get to play in a primetime atmosphere down in New Orleans in the Superdome and that type of environment, you know, it's good to come out with a big win like that. Obviously, with the fashion that it ended, you know, a little gut wrenching for a little bit, but just glad our defense was able to, you know, kind of sit in there and be able to get us a win, and you know, just be opportunistic and step up in big moments like they have been all year.
And you got the go-ahead touchdown. Your teammates said that's the fastest they've ever seen you run. You still a little tired from that?
Yeah. If you saw me walking up the stairs, you can see I'm still a little bit sore. But no, it was just you know, being able to step up in moments like that, and you know, just create, you know, opportunities in plays to just put our team in position to be able to walk away with the win.
Cool. There's a great article that you were a part of in The Athletic and the New York Times talking about when you signed here in Jacksonville and kind of the reception that you immediately got. He's overpaid, he's not worth all of that. How did you deal with that and kind of get to the point where you're at now?
Yeah, I think it's just, you know, leaning on the people around me, you know, my family, coaches, and my peers. Just, you know, also just believing in myself and having the confidence that, you know, I kind of always say it, just, you know, knowing I am the player that I am and not letting anybody else's opinion override that. People will always have their opinions, but, you know, it's the people in this building, the people around me that, you know, matter most. And, you know, for me, it was just coming in and, you know, just playing football and staying true to myself and, you know, playing my game, because I knew at the end of it, you know, it was going to show, you know, the type of player that I am and show my worth and my value to this organization.
Larry Fitzgerald was really instrumental to you in the beginning of your career. He's, I imagine, one of those people that kind of helps you, supports you, has mentored you. What has he meant for you and where you are now?
He's huge. You know, he's my big brother that always had his arm around me from day one, you know, when I stepped in, you know, to that organization, and, you know, really helped just kind of build me. And, you know, I credit a lot of, you know, what I know today to him, and just, you know, help facilitate, you know, who I was not only as a person, but as a player and what I had learned up to that point. And so just to be able to sit back and, you know, be able to learn from him, you know, day in and day out, just how to be a pro and how to, you know, just operate day in and day out in the NFL. It just has been so big for my career.
Sometimes when you're unsure or you're new to league or whatever, having that mentorship can be all the difference. Just someone behind you being like, this is the way we do that. Is that kind of a role you've taken on since you've gotten here, maybe, you know, with the wide receivers or even with Trevor, just kind of being like, we need to up our game in this regard?
Well, 100%. You know, I'm not too big of a vocal guy. I feel like that's one of the areas that I have taken a step in, you know, this year, becoming a little bit more vocal, but I love leading by example. Just, you know, coming in, working, and at a consistent level. And, you know, just showing that that's how you create longevity and you create production in this league. And, you know, that's one of the things that, you know, I like to portray in our room, of just every single day coming in with the same attitude, same approach. And, you know, that's how, you know, you're able to win games and, you know, be a better player in this league, because I was able to see it firsthand. And so I definitely take pride in, you know, kind of being that constant and, you know, that figure that, you know, some of the younger guys in our room can look up to.
I know in the off season you had everybody out in Arizona, where you're from, kind of practicing. How instrumental was that to kind of get you guys where you needed to be on offense?
Yeah, it's great. You know, something we do every single year, and, you know, it's great. It's a great weekend for us to bring everybody out and just get to know each other, you know, a little bit more off the field. Granted, we are there to get some extra reps and get some timing down as we're going into camp, but it's really more to just facilitate having fun as a group and learning each other a little bit more as people, and you know, doing different things, activities and whatnot. I somehow was able to convince them to come out and do that in 115 degrees, but they all took it like troopers, and you know, we had a great weekend.
Let's talk about having fun again. Do you feel like the team's gotten back to that? They had that tough stretch there when the Chiefs lost and the Texans lost before we went to London, where it was kind of just emotionally like kind of tight, like everybody was kind of on edge, and it feels like everybody's gotten back to enjoying football again.
Yeah, you know, it did start in London. I think that Houston loss was one that we took to heart, obviously, and that we were all disappointed in, because that wasn't us. That wasn't our brand of football, and we just needed to get back to being us. And that's a team that goes out there, fears nothing, and just lays it all out there. And you know, I think we're starting to get back on that track. And you know, I specifically kind of remember, you know, us having a player-ran meeting in London where we just had an open forum, and everybody talked about, you know, what we want to see out of one another, and just going out there and having fun and playing free. And I think after that, it really clicked.
Absolutely. All right, that's Off the Field with Christian Kirk.